So around Phuket, there's a ton of different islands that you can go visit. And today we're gonna go visit the most popular one, which is Phi Phi Island on board a speedboat.
I'm excited. Let's hope the sun comes out a little bit. I think also Phi Phi Island is Phi Phi Islands. Because there's multiple little ones around the main one.
We'll see about that. All aboard.
Okay, so we just arrived at our first stop, our first swimming spot even. This one is called Pi Leh Lagoon. It is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. And even though there's like a ton of boats around and everything like that, it surprisingly isn't taking away from it. So that's really good. Here we go! Oh yes! It feels so good!
So we stayed jumping from the boat for about half an hour in the lagoon, and this place is just stunning. It's not even a nice day out and the water is just so blue. And the mountains all around, it's a 10 out of 10.
There's honestly there's no words to describe this place. It is absolutely beautiful.
Just arrived to Monkey Beach, and there's just a bunch of monkeys climbing the rocks and trees all around. So that stop was a really quick one, about 10 minutes, so everyone can take a few videos and photos with the monkeys. That's pretty much the end of it. Up to the next stop.
Next stop, up for some snorkeling. We have about an hour to go snorkeling. So I have to say, we've done snorkeling and everything, but this, I think, it's not even a nice day. No. And it's one of the best snorkeling I've ever seen.
So much coral, so much
and
fish.
The purples and blues. Yeah. I've never really seen that.
And the biggest clams I've ever seen in my life. And the interior is just so colorful. And then when I go down and I dive and I approach them, they just all close.
Yeah, you can actually see the coral alive.
Yeah, and I mean, look behind us.
It's beautiful.
The island and the small houses and stuff.
Yeah.
This is like a once in a lifetime kind of situation. It's really, really beautiful.
After every time we get off the boat, we have an extra snack. So we arrived for lunch, and actually what you do is you stop on the beach and you go to one of the resorts there. This one I believe is Holiday Inn, and everything is still included.
A little bit of everything, some rice, some spaghetti with tomato sauce, some fried fish, fried chicken, some vegetable as well, some fruits for after, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I have one critique about Thailand. They have a serious plastic problem. Like, why is this in plastic? Everything is in plastic. Like, you buy like little drinks at the store and they put it in a drink bag, which makes no sense. So this is Phi Phi Island. Yes, Phi Phi Island, not Phi Phi Island. Just like it's not Phuket, it's Phuket. So apparently in Thai language, the H just disappeared and is irrelevant. So as you can see, it's another very, very touristy island. There is resort and restaurants straight on the beach pretty much everywhere, but the view is completely stunning.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine.
So in the last video when we were exploring Cabaret, you would have seen like the tsunami signs that an evacuation route. So in 2014, there was actually a massive...
2004.
2004. There was a tsunami that actually hit Thailand, and one of the affected areas was Phi Phi Island, where we are right now.
Yeah. But on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
Phi Phi Island is like a long island. We're on one side, but the other side was really, really affected.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy to think, like I don't know how much was wiped out, if it all was, but that like we're here today and it's rebuilt, it looks beautiful. I don't know. Piece of history I didn't realize. Back on the boat.
Our boat is a little stuck. We ate too much, we're too heavy, so we have to get out of the boat and push.
We're not the only ones. I think the problem is like it goes down, but with the tide it just levels out, so instead of actually getting deeper, we're just kind of pushing on the sand.
It's part of the adventure, isn't it?
I'm gonna shake it till you can't no more. So high, just so low. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go.
Now we just gotta casually walk back to our boat, which is pretty far. So we just arrived at Bamboo Island, which I believe is the last stop of the day for a little bit of beaching, a little bit of snorkeling, and a little bit of funning. Another beautiful island. They're all stunning. It's the color of the water. Beautiful. As you can see, like this is basically a private beach that we have just for ourselves. Hair problem?
It's stuck.
You guys can't tell, but Jesse and I just spent about 20 minutes swimming around because I lost you guys. I lost the GoPro.
That was a close one. To be honest, I really wasn't that hopeful. But before coming here, I did hear that Thailand is like the land of all lost GoPros. A lot are lost.
But not mine.
We got lucky. We got lucky.
The waves are suddenly really strong. It's a pretty rough ride back. So that was a very bumpy 1 hour and 20 minute back. But overall, how did you like the tour?
It was really good actually.
Yeah.
And like considering it's rainy season and like wet and super windy,
yeah,
I think we lucked out to be
for sure.
honest.
But just this entire day was worth it. As soon as we reached the lagoon, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
The color of the water, the big rocks and everything. It was just stunning.
But like, do it anyway.
By the way, like we used the V Marine Tour. We
Yeah.
paid about $78 US a person.
Canadian.
78?
Oh no,
No,
US.
US. 78,
Yeah.
$78 US a person. So I would definitely recommend, like it's a very good day
Here's the
tour.
thing, like we were saying earlier, how like things like this are touristy. If you only have one day, it's still worth it to
Yes.
do it. So I don't regret doing it at all.
Yeah, and there's no really options to like go to those places without all the tourists. So
Yeah.
as long as you expect it, it doesn't really take away from the experience. How is there so many people with $1 million boats? I want one, or at least if you have one, let me know. Thank you.
So after a full day at sea, we quickly showered and came down to Patong. And we're gonna try and get some food for supper because then we do something else in 2 hours. I'm also struggling because I've been fresh here all day. So I see a Starbucks, it's gonna be either caffeine or sugar. I don't know yet.
Compared to Coron yesterday, this place is alive. There is cars, people everywhere, a ton of bars. Like it's pumping here. I like it. So for supper, we stopped at Copper.
Copper. I've told him about 5 times before this started.
Coco Copper. At first we wanted to go to McDonald's to try all that like weird food that you can only get in Thailand, but like there's just too many like good looking restaurants, so we decided to come here. There's some live music, a nice little bar, those lights
Really
everywhere.
good live music too,
Yeah.
I have to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got a whole bunch of like appetizers and stuff to share, and then because we need to go. Oh, we need to watch time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're gonna go for a little walk after this to see like what's around, but like, you know, we walked about like 200 meters and I can tell you like this place is popping.
Thursday night.
Okay, so the restaurant, very good appetizers, bad pizza.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel guilty not eating pad thai for supper. But you know what? I think we just had to not have one today.
Yeah. Now we have about an hour to walk around, look at the different shop, maybe eat a pad thai. Okay, maybe not because I'm very full, but you never know.
This place is pumping.
So in Thailand for tours it's very, very popular to like rent scooters. We did it in Chiang Mai, it was a blast. But here in Phuket, it is so touristy. There is, every night we've been here so far, we've seen cops doing traffic stop, and they only stop scooters,
Foreigner scooters.
only with tourists on them. So if you ever rent a scooter here, make sure that first you have your helmet on, and second that you have an international driver's license, plus one that says scooter or motorcycle
And
on
I
it.
think
So
there's something to do with the medical insurance as well. I saw it on our
yeah, it's quite possible.
one.
So if you do it in Phuket because it's so touristy, make sure that all your paperwork is in order.
Yeah, just to save yourself a hassle.
Yeah.
Okay, so for tonight, this is something else we heard that you really should check out. We're actually at the Cabaret here in Phuket.
Yeah. Phuket Simon's Cabaret.
And I'm not gonna lie, like the building looks impressive.
Yeah.
I've heard like if you go to like the actual shows, they are super impressive. So I'm excited to see. I have no clue what I'm in for.
This is the most glamorous and most popular show
Yeah.
in Phuket. This is actually like one of the lady boys show. So
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by it. Like, you know, like drag queens in Montreal from where I'm from, like it's
Yeah.
kind of big, but this is a different kind of like of shows, and they put on this old style cabaret show. That's what that's my understanding.
Yeah, we could get out of this and be completely wrong, but
We'll
let's
see. So this is a show that happens every single day, twice every evening, 7:30 and 9 p.m. This theater, from my understanding, it's massive, 600 seatings, and it's been running since 1991. Pretty cool. So there's no dress code, but I'm definitely the most underdressed person out here. So, you know, just putting this out there.
Oh, we're walking around.
Okay, so we're back to our room. Just disclaimer, we weren't allowed to film or take photos or videos or anything
Which
in there.
we kind of suspected going into it, but
hopefully future David found some footage that I could use. I probably had to change the music as well because of copyright and stuff, but anyway, it is what it is.
It was very well done. It was impressive.
I definitely exceeded my expectation. Like, it is a full-on production. Like, they're very good dancers. The music choice was really good. The costume, they
have full-on like things coming from the ceiling coming down.
A crazy background screen with cool effects. A surprising amount of people coming from the ceiling.
Yeah. And a good selection of music. Like they had like Pump Up That You Know. They had some slow stuff. Like just very well done. Like I wasn't looking at the clock being like, is this over yet?
It's about an hour long. We paid 1,000 bahts or about $35 a person. Totally worth the price.
Oh yeah.
I would disclaimer, like I would put a solid like 16 plus on that.
Yeah, there was one part where
there's one or two parts where you're like, this is not family friendly.
And costumes
are also
sometimes
not family friendly.
But one thing I would say is if you're prepared, and I should have been more mentally prepared for this, and I should have got a photo, I'm kicking myself, but at the end when all the dancers come out and for a line, they're a little bit overwhelming because they're still
really overwhelming.
Because
they're
like still
screaming for photos and we're like...
but because they're still in character too. But just expect that. Take photos with them. That is my one thing I wish I did do. But other than that,
great experience. Highly suggested. Like,
and there's a bar inside. You can have a drink beforehand too if you wanted to.
Whatever you're expecting is gonna be better than that. It's a full on. It's a full on production. Like 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Otherwise, like Phuket, not Phuket. Definitely a party town. Like we're
Patong.
boring people. Well, Patong is part of Phuket, but that part of Phuket is like really like party, bars everywhere, a lot of people, very good ambiance and stuff.
It has a Las Vegas feel.
Kind of,
personally, I thought
but by the beach.
Yes.
If we were like cool and young, we would definitely still be there. But now it's almost like it's 10:30 and we like to go to bed at 8:30. So we're back at our hotel. So anyway, tomorrow we're actually catching a flight, going to Bangkok for a few days. Very excited about that. So I guess we're gonna see you guys
in the next one
in Bangkok. Late flight, shortage of taxi and traffic. We're late.